Choosing a name is one of the parts of a startup I find the most difficult. It's also something you can easily get hung up on. We all know that the key thing is to move on to actually building something we can put in front of users. Here are two steps I would take if I was naming a new startup. 1. If you can, stick to two syllables. Generally, following this rule results in a great name. Just look at some examples of two syllable names: Google, Twitter, Facebook, Foursquare, and Dropbox. All great startups. There are always exceptions to any rule, but I find it much harder to think of many successful startups which have names of more than two syllables than those with names with two syllables. There are some great single syllable names too, but that's even harder. Square, Pat, Box. 2. Make it easy for yourself. I simply think about a real word that describes the service or a key feature of the service the startup will provide. This is how I arrive at the name Buffer. I also like the real world approach for a couple of other reasons. You're more likely to end up with a name that can be spoken without confusion, and it's much easier to stick to the two syllable rule if you're using a real word rather than combining words to create new one.